Welcome to this unit in Excel. This time I'm going to talk about the first easy time and date functions. And well, the first two of them are actually pretty easy and straightforward. As you might imagine, if I want to work with different time or want to make a value, different values, a time value, you can just type in time. Then he wants to have the corresponding hour, minute or second. So here I could go with 12, 12, 12, and I get corresponding time value. Same thing applies for date. Can go with the corresponding year, month, and day. Well, this is not really innovative, but we can use this to also get an idea that, well, working with time and date information is not really different from working with numbers. Why is that? Well, if I take a look at those two informations, I can also or could also interpret them as numbers. So if I were to change the format, go to numbers, they would look like this. So whenever I have a specific date, this is actually an integer. It's an integer which starts at the 1st of January 1900 and then is counted upwards, plus 1 per day. So this date I entered is actually the 44,300th date since the 1st January 1900. And well, every date has subparts, hours, minutes, seconds. That's actually the decimals. So here I have 0.51. That shortly passed the midpoint, and well, we had 12 o'clock something. That's shortly after the midpoint of 12 o'clock. So every combination of date and time can be written as a decimal number, where whatever is before the decimal point describes the day, the date. Whatever is behind the decimal point describes the corresponding time. Okay, so that's how to work with date and time data. This also means if you want to have like a difference between two different times, two different dates, you can simply subtract one from the other. If I have like today's date, want to know how long it is till the first day of Christmas. Well, how do I get today's date? Well, I could write this down, but I could also use the function today. Today will give me my day of today. And well, similarly, now will give me the time at the moment in corresponding with the date. Okay, if I want to know how long this is till Christmas, when is Christmas? Well, that's 25th of December 2020. Well, and then I can simply go on and calculate this date minus this date, giving me it's still 252 days till Christmas. Or if I want to be more precise, I could go take this one minus now, giving me, actually it's only 251.14944 days. Well, now a few seconds have already changed. So if I now press F9, I get an update. So I basically, if I want to, I could count down how long this will take till we're at Christmas. Well, that's already the first part I want to mention here. So just to recap shortly, every time can be written as a decimal number. Every date can be written as an integer. Basically, the combination of date and time results as a decimal number, whereas whatever is before the decimal is the date, whatever is behind this is the day, time of day. And therefore I can actually calculate with dates the same way I can with numbers. And well, I learned as well here how I can insert times, how I can insert dates. Personally, I wouldn't use this function necessarily, only if you, for example, want to transfer information which is entered separately and then transform this into a specific date. I wouldn't use this to enter this. I would use, as I did here, writing this down by hand. Much easier, faster. This is just to transform something if the data is given in a different format. And well, we also learned how we can access today's date and the combination of today's date and today's time, or the actual time at the moment. And well, that's all, as I said, I wanted to discuss in this unit. And you find more on Excel in the other units of this course or in the corresponding playlist. So see you and goodbye until next time.